Our
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done.
on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
And lead us not
Into
into temptation,
temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everybody. Item D on the agenda is the approval of minutes. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the minutes shall stand approved from the November 18th, 2024 regular council meeting. I'm hearing none, they will stand approved. Item E, citizen communication. If there's anyone in attendance or online that would like to address council, please feel free to do so at this time. Item F, reports from council committees. F1, the Finance and Budget Committee did not meet November 25th, 2024 due to lack of agenda items. F2, the Safety and Human Resource Committee did meet November 25th, 2024. And Jordan.
We reviewed the EMS costs and revenues.
Thank you, sir. F3, the Technology and Communications Committee did not meet earlier tonight due to lack of agenda items. And F4, the Ad Hoc Committee will meet December 6th, 2024, and elect a chairman and restructure performance evaluations. Item H, resolution number 046-24, a resolution authorizing the expenditure of funds over $50,000 for the purpose of payment of debt service regarding the Van Heining Pump Station project. Also directing the finance director to transfer certain fund balances, transfer number 4, from respective funds to other funds pursuant to ORC section 5705.14 regarding said expenditure and declaring an emergency.
Motion?
Second.
Thank you.
I'll take this, Council President.
Okay.
First of all, I will ask for suspension on 3 reads for this, if it would be allowed. But what this is this is about the loan that we received. It's a 30-year loan from the Ohio Water Development Authority, the OWDA. And once the Van Heining project was completed, now we have to pay back the loan. It's for 30 years. It's like $3.3 million. We have it budgeted for 2025. The unfortunate thing that we're running into is that they set the date that they're going to pull the money, and they're going to actually, while it's due January 1st, they're pulling the money on December 30th, which then in time puts it into 2024 books. So I need to have this, with the blessing of council, passed that we can make sure that we have the transfer of the funds from our sewer fund to the Van Heining Debt Service Fund to have that payment take place before the end of this year. And then after this year, it's already budgeted for 2025, we'll have another payment December 30th of 2025, and we'll just proceed from there with that.
Thank you, Kevin. Any questions or comments? Is there a motion for suspension?
Motion.
Second?
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll on suspension.
Ken?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Dr. Dave?
Yes.
Brittany? Yes. Ross?
Yes. And please call the roll on the resolution, please.
Ken?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Dr. Dave?
Yes.
Brittany? Yes. Ross?
Yes. Okay. That will pass on first read, under suspension, under emergency. Before we move to the second reading of ordinances and resolutions, I would just like to call a executive session for compensation of personnel. If we could have a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Dr. Dave?
Yes.
Brittany? Yes. Ross?
Yes. All right. A motion to come out of executive session for compensation of personnel, please.
So moved.
Motion.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Dr. Dave?
Yes.
Brittany? Yes. Ross?
Yes. Okay, no action taken. Item I, second reading of ordinances and resolutions. I-1, ordinance number 037-24, an ordinance establishing the appropriation measure budget of the city of Napoleon, Ohio for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025, listed in Exhibit A, and declaring an emergency. Do we have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Kevin?
To get this ball rolling, for one of 8, this is the appropriation expenses budget for all funds. There are no changes from first read.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from council? Hearing none, Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-2, resolution number 038-24, a resolution authorizing the finance director to transfer certain fund balances from respective funds to other funds per ORC section 5705.14 on an as-needed basis in fiscal year 2025, listed in Exhibit A, and declaring an emergency.
I'll motion.
Second?
Thank you.
These are the fund-to-fund transfers that we are allowed to do throughout the years from, for example, the 520, the sewer fund, to the 531, the Van Heining fund. So no changes from last time.
So, questions from council? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave, Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. I-3, ordinance number 039-24, an ordinance amending the allocation of funds as found in sections 193.11 and 194.013 of the codified ordinances of the city of Napoleon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Second.
Thank you. Kevin?
This is the approval of the percentage split, 65% to the general fund, 35% to the capital fund of the income tax, which has been the same for the last few years.
Thank you, sir. Any questions? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. I-4, ordinance number 040-24, an ordinance appropriating the expenses incurred, including wages, salaries, and fringe benefits of the mayor, council, and various other departments of the city of Napoleon, which are not otherwise directly charged to special and/or capital projects among various accounts effective January 1st, 2025, amending ordinance numbers 104-09, 087-19, 069-20, 059-21, 076-22, and 048-23, and declaring an emergency. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
Second.
Thank you. Kevin?
This resolution allows us to charge back to various other departments. For example, the electric, the water, the sewer fund, for pretty much every salary that's sitting at this table, and a few other salaries throughout the city, like HR, for example. Because you guys represent not just safety services, which is out of the general fund, you also represent the water, the electric, and the sewer fund, and so on and so forth.
Thank you, Kevin. Any questions? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave, Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-5, ordinance number 041-24, an ordinance establishing a new position classification pay plan for employees of the city of Napoleon, Ohio for the year 2025, repealing ordinance number 049-23, and declaring an emergency. Do you have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Okay.
These are the pay classifications with a 3.5% increase. There's no changes from first read.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from council? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave, Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-6, resolution number 042-24, a resolution authorizing a contribution to the Community Improvement Corporation of Henry County, Ohio, in and for the year 2025, and declaring an emergency. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Kevin?
This is the, as it states here, the contribution to the CIC of $45,000, which is what we was approved on first read.
Sir, questions from council? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave. Brittany.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-7, resolution number 043-24, a resolution authorizing the expenditure of funds and authorizing a department director to take bids on certain projects, services, equipment, materials, or supplies without the requirement for additional legislation to do so in the year 2025 and declaring an emergency.
Motion.
Second.
There's no changes from this list. This is the master bid list of projects that are going to be done or purchased in 2025 that are quite large, and they do not have to go back to council for approval to get the bids. No changes from first read.
Thank you, Kevin. Any questions? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave.
Yes.
Brittany.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-8, resolution number 044-24, a resolution authorizing expenditure of funds in excess of $50,000 in and for the year 2025 as it relates to reoccurring costs associated with the operation of the city for payment of expenses and for purchases associated with vendors utilized by multiple departments within the city, elimination of necessity of competitive bidding in and for the year 2025 as it relates to certain transactions and declaring an emergency.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Kevin?
No changes from second read. This just allows us to use these vendors that we may go over the $50,000 threshold, either in a one-time or multiple purchases throughout the years, without having to go to the bidding process.
Sir? Any questions from council? Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave.
Yes.
Brittany.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item I-9, resolution number 045-24, a resolution extending the provisions contained in resolution number 057-23, wherein council imposed an immediate moratorium on the issuance and processing of permits allowing retail dispensaries, cultivators, and processors of adult use marijuana within the city of Napoleon, Ohio, and declaring an emergency. Do I have a
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Billy, you want that one?
Sure. Thank you, Council President. This is the indefinite moratorium on the adult use cannabis or marijuana. As previously discussed, there are no changes from last read.
Sir?
Any changes as far as,
Not as of
Yeah.
Friday of last week.
that was my question, yeah.
No.
Seems like it's stalled.
It has, and I've seen some articles, and I don't know how true they are, but certain people wanting to maybe work against the will of the voters down at the State House, so we'll see what happens.
Any other questions or comments?
Have you heard anything from any other communities looking into doing medical marijuana dispensary stuff?
No, so as in-
Is everybody else doing pretty much the same thing, just kicking the can down the
Yeah, I
road?
mean, there's nothing else you can do at this point if you didn't already have a medical marijuana license or licensee in your municipality. Nothing's moving, so we're just waiting at this point.
Okay.
Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave.
Yes.
Brittany.
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item J, third reading of ordinances and resolutions. There are none this evening. Item K, good of the city. K1 is discussion or action to approve the write-offs of uncollectible accounts for utility, EMS, and taxes. Kevin, you want that one too?
Yep, I'll take that. This is our annual, I just need a motion of the approval of the write-offs that are listed in the council packet. And what these are the EMS and utility write-offs for, we have to remove these from our book for our CAFR. It doesn't mean that we still don't try to collect them. So if somebody out of the blue comes back in 5 years from now, they still owe debt to the city. We do collect that for our rules and regulations. But these, some of these are deceased, which we're never gonna collect. Some of them are bankruptcies, small balances that we'll write off, or then some of these are older than 2022 with that. And so I just need a motion for council to approve these write-offs, and we move them to the written off list.
Thank you, Kevin. Any questions or comments? Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. That has been approved. Item K2, discussion or action, continuation of temporary reduction and/or temporary elimination of certain residential building permit fees. Andy, would you like that one?
Sure. Yeah, back in 2018, council initially approved this temporary elimination of fees on certain residential building permits. And it was that for 2 years or 4 years thereafter, every year you'd pass another piece of legislation that would basically allow the same thing, or a temporary reduction of those, or elimination of those fees. In '22, you allowed for it to be done by a simple motion of council. So all I'm asking tonight is if council is still interested in waiving those fees, just for a simple motion to approve that.
Motion to waive the fees.
Second?
Thank you. Any questions or comments before the vote?
I just add that it's a very small cost to the city to allow for this, and it may cause somebody to think twice about building here if they had to pay some of the certain fees.
Positive.
Y- y- yeah.
Think twice positive.
Well, yeah, you want them to think
Incentivize.
positive, incentive, it's an incentive, certainly.
Okay.
So, you just don't want people to think, well, it's gonna get in my way of me doing what I need to do, so.
Absolutely. I think the former mayor would say that it's just a sign that Napoleon's open for business.
Exactly.
Okay. With that, Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Item K3, discussion or action to accept a check for $330 from HCEMA for covering our 2024 IM responding costs.
I will pass this one right along to the chief.
We were approached a while back, the EMAs had a little bit of money left over this year, they're covering all the item responding costs for all fire and EMS departments in the county, so as us being one of those, we benefit from that. Item responding is simply an online platform that we use for, if you walk over into our station at any given point, it's up on different monitors. It gives us accountability of our people, who's assigned to what units, it has hydrant mapping on it. It's a very good service that we pay for, for what we pay for it, but this year we're gonna get it reimbursed, so I just need your approval to accept that check, and I'll turn it in, and that'll go back into our professional services.
Thank you, Chief. Thanks, Chief. Any questions for the chief? Do we have a motion to accept?
Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, so we'll go around the table. Andy, I'll start with you this evening.
I have nothing, thank you.
Billy,
Nothing from me, friend.
Jordan,
Just a thank you to all the workers who put up all the holiday decorations. I've got a 3.5-year-old who is beyond excited to look at all the Christmas lights and everything that's been up, so just thank you to all those individuals. That's it.
sir.
Is there anything for municipal properties?
There's none.
I have nothing.
Mr. Hayes.
The new lights, you can really tell the difference between those and the old lights. My goodness, the streets are bright. That's all.
Mr. Mayor.
Hey, a kind resident dropped off a card here. I read it. She had it addressed to the mayor, city manager, and staff, and city council. It says at this beautiful season of Thanksgiving, may gratitude fill your heart and peace and love fill your world. Then she hand wrote, I sincerely hope you realize that you are all appreciated for your hard work and dedication to keep this a good community to live in. Have a great Thanksgiving. And it was truest leader. I just want to read that. That was very nice to get a card like that. That's all I have.
Brittany. Nothing to add. Tom?
Nothing, thank you.
Kevin?
Just a quick shout out to our refuse guys, because while most of us had the Friday holiday off, they did go in and do work. They did have Thursday off, so appreciate them doing the extra effort on that when it's actually a holiday. And with the upcoming weather coming up this next week, God bless them for being out there.
I would just like to thank all of the communities that joined and showed their respects to Officer Murray for the procession. That was very nice. Also, please don't bite my head off. I need to call another executive session for compensation of personnel.
They don't have to.
Yeah, no. If we could have a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave, Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. All right, so can we have a motion to come out of executive session for compensation of personnel, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Okay. No action taken there.
I'm going to make a motion to have the law director draft 3 legislation. Oh, jeez. Yes.
Long, hot night.
It is, that's what my voice is about gone too. For the,
Yeah.
for,
For the finance
Appointing
director
instructor. Oh,
to receive a 3.5% pay increase. If we could have a second on that motion, please.
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
yes.
Ross.
Yes. Also make a motion for the city manager to receive a 3.5% pay increase, please. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. And a motion for the law director to receive a 3.5% pay increase as well. Is there a second?
Second.
Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Alrighty.
Who seconded that? Brittany made the motion. Who seconded it?
Ross made the motion. I second.
I'm in motion, Bobby second.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Item M, approved payment of bills. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills shall stand approved. Hearing none, they'll stand approved. Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
Michaela, please call the roll.
Ken,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Dr. Dave,
Yes.
Brittany,
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. We are